Hello Brawlers and welcome back to the channel. It's BakuBread96 here with another look at more Bakugan. Now this time things are going to be a little different on the channel. I do already have this battle pack unboxed, and rather than just going through a normal unboxing and review, I'm actually going to be trying out the game this time and using the Bakugan to showcase the actual gimmick of this year. So for those of you who don't know, this battle pack that I have conveniently put in the background here did include the Diamond Special Attack Dragonoid, which was really huge. It is the reason why I picked up this set, so I can't wait to get, to review that and get a look at the new Special Attack gimmick, as well as reviewing all the other Bakugan. But before I do so, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up, because as of recording, 70% of you watching are not subscribed, and I don't know why. But before I get into the good Bakugan, here is that battle code for anyone interested. See if I can't focus. There we go. Yeah, so this is for the Roblox game. If you do use the code, just let me know in the comments down below. That way everyone knows it's already used. For the Bakugan themselves, as seen in the background, included in this set is a Special Attack Green Bruiser, the Diamond Special Attack Dragonoid, a Red Hammerhead, a White Titanium Dragonoid, so you actually get two Dragonoids in this set. That's interesting. And then a Blue Nelius. So a majority of this set, I guess, could be considered in the Dragon Clan. You do have a Mammal Clan with Bruiser, Dragonoid, kind of the Dragon Clan, but not really because it's in the Misfits. And then we have an Aquatic, followed by two more Dragon Clan Bakugan. So really cool, kind of spread out amongst the clans, and you get a variety of colors, which is really cool. Not sure if the colors are going to impact the game, or it's just a collectability thing, but we'll see as the year goes on. So for the stats of the Bakugan, here is the Special Attack Bruiser. So 200 on red, I guess health or maybe strength. 300 on green, which it's like a flame or a shoe, so we're going to say speed. And then 500 on blue, well, I guess that would be strength. So maybe the blue is strength and then the 200 is health. Not really sure what to call them all, but yeah. So 500 on blue being the strongest for Bruiser. Really nice there and really cool artwork. Following that, it is, of course, the diamond of the set, which really interesting that diamonds are included with normal Bakugan this time around. I guess that means some diamonds are going to be more common than others, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So this is the Diamond Dragonoid. As you can see, there is the Misfit symbol, as well as the Dragon Clan symbol. So already proves Dragonoid is in the Dragon Clan, but it is just a part of the Misfit, which is, I guess that's the same as the Awesome Ones, or the Battle Brawlers for the old series, you know, respectively. But 400 on red, 300 green, and 300 blue is pretty good. You know, it's kind of an even spread, I suppose. A little bit more than Bruiser, anyway. Next up is Hammerhead. So another red Bakugan. Really cool artwork, but really low on the red stat there with only 100. The other stats are a lot better. You have 400 green and then 500 blue. So very nice. After that, it is Nelius, so the very sneaky boy this time around. 300 red, 500 green, and 200 blue. Not bad at all, and I really do like the character design for Nelius. Not sure if it looks better than the original, you know, the G2 variants, but it's really growing on me, and really cool either way. And then last but not least, it is the Titanium Dragonoid coming at you from this side. So I'm assuming Titanium, it's just like some kind of evolution within the series, within the canon of the show. But I guess we'll all have to wait and see. I'm just assuming it's an evolution. Anyway, 400 to health, I'm going to say health, 500 to speed, and then 100 to strength. Again, really low, but it seems that the highest so far stat-wise that a Bakugan can get is 500. I guess that's okay from a power creep standpoint. Not bad at all. The gear pieces, or the gear rings, I guess, that are included, you do get one that I haven't showcased on the channel before, and it's actually a diamond piece called Sun Slinger. It's really cool that it gives 400 to green, so that's quite a lot, actually. I noticed that most of the gear pieces I have, they usually give like 200 max, so to see 400 on a stat is really nice. 100 and 200, you know, that's normally what you see amongst the gear pieces, so very nice. It is cool that the artwork features Diamond Dragonoid. Really hard to make out, I know, but that is Diamond Dragonoid right there, so that's really cool. And then the other gear you get isn't a diamond, it is just a normal flare axe and smash hammer. If I can get the camera to focus, there we go. So 200 to red, 200 to green, and then 100 to blue. It would have been cool to get another diamond piece, I guess, but with only one diamond Bakugan in the set, I mean, it makes sense. Why would you get 2 diamond gear pieces and only one diamond Bakugan? But that does it for the stats of everything included. Overall, my opinion, they're not bad. They're really good. You know, the game, it's new, it's fresh, so it's restarted over. All the power levels are generally around the same, and depending on the combinations you make, I don't think any one Bakugan is too overpowered right now, but I will have to wait and just see how that goes. So other contents included in this set, because I do already have everything kind of mixed in. Hopefully I don't get things wrong, but I'm pretty sure I generally remember what was included. So you do get a red little card holder, which is really nice. It does hold your character cards and your gear pieces together, kind of makes the full stat line so you can know what your stats your Bakugan actually have. And then for the cards included. So, and I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive. This Mia card was included, which I won't spend a lot of time going over the stat bonuses or anything. Because I don't want to say anything wrong, and until the advanced rules are released, you know, it's all speculative, or speculative, you all know what I'm trying to say. Until the actual rules are released, it's all theories anyway, right? Like, I would just give my opinion on what I think it means, but rather than do that, I'd rather actually play the game and showcase the gimmicks, and then just save the cards for later on when the game is, when the advanced game is playable. So a Mia card was included, really cool artwork. We have Dan with the Dragonoid in the background. Dragonoid this year is different, still not sure how I feel about the character design, but it is nice to see that the characters are a bit older, so maybe that means the series will be geared towards an older audience, and we'll have older themes, maybe older elements, that can make the show a little more watchable than the previous generations. And then finally, there was a Juno card. So if this wasn't included in the set, it was a Griffin. I have only bought 2 of these battle packs, so I know 3 went in this one and then 3 went in the other one I bought. I just wasn't sure quite which was which when I started recording this video. But anyway, yeah, so that was included, and then 2 gate cards were included. Well, not gate cards, 2 map cards were included, but again, I did have those mixed up. I do know for a fact that one of the cards, or one of the map gates included, was from the Dragon Clan, but I do not remember which one the other one was from. So, that does it for about the contents, other than, you know, you get a super long ripcord also in these battle packs. That does it for the contents. Going forward, I definitely want to try out this game, which it's a little harder having one person do it, so things might get a little hectic, and I know it's not 100% like how the game is meant to be played, but at least this way I can showcase what the Bakugan do, what the gimmick is, and maybe it's enjoyable, maybe it's not, but hey, it's Bakugan, and now they spin. So here is the Diamond Dragonoid. So for this set anyway, the Diamond Bakugan, you do only get the top half diamond. The bottom was just a regular special attack half. You know, that's got that glittery yellow. If the camera can zoom in, there we go. So the bottom wasn't special, but there is the Diamond Drago, really nice. Like I said, I will showcase it once actually opening on the gate card. Had the special attack bruiser, which same thing. There's only two that I know of. There's only two bottom halves for special attack Bakugan, at least the regular released ones. So you don't get a lot of variety there. You either have the one with the two wings that fold out, or the one with the little manual toe tab little things, not quite sure, but the one that's on bruiser most of the time. For the other Bakugan, they are core Bakugan, but they can split. You know, a big part of this year is that the Bakugan all split in half. So we have the Dragonoid, of course, the Hammerhead, and the Nelius, which I guess I can go ahead and show those off a bit. Here is the Hammerhead. If my camera is just not working with me today. Here, hold on. See if I can't get some better light and maybe that'll help. Well, I don't know if it's helping or not. There we go. Maybe better focusing. There we go. So this is the red Hammerhead. I so want to call it Pyrus, but no more factions. A lot of detail. One thing about these new Bakugan is that they all have the same closing mechanism. They're all part of that bind system, the combining. So they more or less are all the same. And what I mean by that is just the closing mechanism, the little clasp. They'll all have a piece like this, just so they can split in half and attach to the lower part. But yeah, really cool. So this is Hammerhead, the Shark Tar of this generation. They do have feet, but the way the feet work is once you fold them out, or at least on Hammerhead, there's no way that magnet is touching. So I think they're purely for aesthetic, like for collecting, just if you want to have them posed. As far as playability or really folding them out, not really a point. But one thing to note, still peg holes. In all of these new Bakugan, they all still have Nanogon and Bakugear peg holes. Don't know if they're going to be used or what that means, but it definitely has me intrigued. But that is Hammerhead. Moving on, because I don't want to focus too much on the Bakugan. Again, I don't want this to be a normal review. I'm going to have plenty of those on the channel. This time, I want it to be a little different, and I want to play the game and showcase the spinning. So here is the Titanium Dragonoid. Again, I want to call it Chaos, but it's just a white dragon clan. Really cool, a lot of detail on Titanium Dragonoid. Probably one of the most detailed in at least Wave 1. And again, that's my opinion, but a really cool Bakugan. And then last up is, of course, Nelius. Now this is the blue one, but it does have the same manual parts, obviously. A lot of detail. I prefer the black one, I guess, just for the darkest canon, even though darkest isn't a thing anymore. But the blue coloring is really nice. Has some decent contrast. You have the lighter sky blue, the white on the thigh armor of the leg there. It's really nice. And again, that's what I'm talking about. See, there's that same little clasp piece. Every Bakugan has the same little clasp. So that's pretty cool. I guess like engineering the molds and making the designs makes it a little easier when they all connect the same way. But those are the core Bakugan. I'm not sure if I'll ever, detach them and mix them up, because they can. I guess I could showcase that. Here we go. There we go. So they all slide forward, and they all split in half. I guess the idea there is to mix and match, and then make your own special attack Bakugan. Because even though you can do this, I'm not sure why you would want to. It doesn't add anything to the playability. But it's just really cool to be able to mix and match them up like that. So now Titanium Dragonoid has red legs, right? That is just funny. And then likewise, because it works with every single Bakugan, Hammerhead now has Dragonoid's white legs. So it is really interesting, really cool that the Bakugan can mix and match. You can kind of make your own Bakugan if you want, kind of make your own designs. But then I'm assuming the main reason behind that is so you can just make special attack Bakugan. You can mix and match the stats and make them stronger or weaker. You know, you make your own Bakugan, literally, that's what it comes down to. Much like Spinmaster's other brand, which would be Beyblade. So that is really neat. But for the special attack Bakugan, which it is time, definitely want to showcase the game. That's what this video was all about. Long time getting to it, but here we go. So I am going to try to keep these, I guess, on the same cord, but not. I'll rotate how I set them down so it's kind of fair, but I do at least want to showcase how they go. So here is the Dragonoid, followed by Bruiser. Well, Bruiser not Dragonoid the minute I put it down, but there we go. Here's Dragonoid. Dragonoid looking so cool as a diamond. The gold is like really detailed and that red just pops on the translucent plastic. One really cool thing is that the Bakugan, at least the special attack Bakugan this year, the entire Bakugan sits on the top of the actual ball. So as you can see, we have the legs, the feet, the little clip here would have to be the tail. And so this is all of Drago. I'm assuming this is just the gear, like this is all meant to be the gear, but the full Bakugan is actually on top. So that is really neat. There we go, I focused a little bit better. Everyone can kind of see what I'm talking about now. But yeah, this is an awesome diamond. This isn't the titanium Drago though, this is just the regular special attack Drago. But yeah, really awesome. No manual parts that I could find. I could be wrong, but the arms or the hands on my Drago are really stiff. Even though they do have the little pin rods, I don't think they move. There are some wing segments at the tip of the tail, much like Ventry. This one I can get to come out. The other one is a little stuck, so I don't want to mess with it too bad because I don't want to cause any stress fractures in the plastic, because that would be an absolute nightmare, especially on a diamond Bakugan. But that first battle was awful and Bruiser didn't even open. So I am going to try again. Kind of learn how to close this Drago. There we go. This time I'm going to try Bruiser first. Shout out to the Baku tin, by the way. This is a little makeshift arena. If you don't want to buy the arena, you can buy the Baku tin. The lid flips over and you do have this little tiny arena, I guess mini arena, that fits 2 of the map gates. So you do get a general idea of how to play the game. And it's fun, you know, it works for me. I doubt I'll be getting the arena this year. I don't see really a point to have a whole nother arena in the studio. I have a backdrop arena. I have an arena that the tin's in. I don't think I need another one. I think the tin will do just fine. And for me, I don't mind playing the game like that. Like, how big of a space do you really need? And you could even use a Beyblade Stadium, I bet. Like, I don't know. Might have to try that, but just putting that out there. So starting off with Bruiser this time. And then followed by Drago. And here we go, letting it rip. Bruiser finally opened. Drago taking a minute. And then Drago's doesn't even land. That's a shame. So the way the new rules work is if both Bakugan open, they gain the stat based on the respective area of the map gates they landed on. If they don't open at all, they automatically lose, and the Bakugan that did open wins, which is much like the Legacy series games. The only difference is, of course, the spinning and then the way the stats or the bonuses are actually given. Now, as I drop everything off camera and destroy everything, I was going to show, like, an example, because I'm not really brawling, I'm just more like showing the gimmick and talking through it, or about it. But here we go. So this is Bruiser with the flare axe that I do have. I guess to save time I could have put this in the little card holder, but oh well. So this is Bruiser's full stat line with his special attack piece, what have you, and he landed in this little green area right here that goes all the way to a blue spot. So this whole green area is a blue spot, which means for this battle, we would be using the blue stat right here, which I'll say is strength because it's got like a little fist. And then you add both sides up, so that's 600. So Bruiser would be coming in at this battle with 600. Is it B power? Is it G power? I don't know what it is, but it's something. But anyway, more or less, that is how it works. And then had Drago opened, you would have done the same thing for Dragonoid, and you would have added its stats up and saw where it landed. For the gameplay, that's more or less it. I mean, I guess that's the basic concept of how to play the game. And for this video, that's as far as I'm going to get into it. I'm actually just going to rip some more Bakugan, so fold up Bruiser, which for a majority of the part, I would say the special attack Bakugan are, you know, simple to close, like they're self-explanatory. I haven't had any problems closing any of the Bakugan this year so far, and I do say so far because I'm not sure like what molds are going to release. But as far as closing your Bakugan, yeah, really simple. They all have the same bind system mechanic, and that makes it even easier, right? Like if you close one Bakugan this year, chances are you'll be able to close them all. So this time, I will be starting out with Dragonoid, but I put Dragonoid on the ripcord first. I better put him second. Alright. Well, if it doesn't open off camera, just awful. I had a fail. I have an open Bakugan on the ripcord. That's another thing. So putting, at least for me, when I'm putting some of my special attack Bakugan on the ripcord, and this is mainly my Bruiser molds, so both my blue one and my green one, they're, the bottom halves open, so like the little spring-loaded pieces of the special attack, they actually open when I'm putting it on the ripcord, or when I'm like literally in the motion of taking it off. And that kind of stinks. I guess that would be cheating because the Bakugan's opening before you even put it on the field. So mine might be broken. I might have to switch out these pieces. But for now, again, just kind of showcasing it and rambling, it's okay. But starting off with Dragonoid this time. Followed by Bruiser. And there we go. So they both open that time, but that is generally the idea of the game. So you would add Dragonoid stats, see the area, he's in the green speed spot. Bruiser landed in the blue again. Now, as far as the ruling of which area they really landed in, I'm not sure how you really tell. I'm assuming you go by the point right there of the actual spinning like top piece, like the Beyblade. I'm assuming that indicates general area, because as far as like surface, they do cover quite a bit of the gate card, especially with their little special attack ring. So yeah, another assumption of the gameplay until the official rules are released, which might take a while, I don't know. But that's the idea of Bruiser and Dragonoid. Now I'm going to switch things up and rip the gate card off the field. No, just put that back. Now I'm going to switch things up and show some of the different Bakugan. So, since I already kind of have them mix matched, I'm going to use Titanium Dragonoid and Hammerhead. For all of you still watching, thank you for suffering through this rant video. I know it's not generally what I do in unboxing and review videos, but I wanted to try something new. Everyone was picking up this set. Shout out to HM. I watched his video while I was at work yesterday on this same battle pack, and it was really good. I suggest you guys go check it out, as well as the other Baku Crew members' videos I have posted on my community page. Those guys are definitely hard at work supporting Bakugan and the Baku Crew community, and that's all I want, right? Like, I want us all to be a big, huge community where we can enjoy the games, the hobbies we like, and, you know, just build friendships. That is the whole point of the channel, and yeah, the community I'm building. That being said, if you're interested, you can always follow the Discord link down below. to our channel server and meet everyone, meet myself included, and just learn more about all of us. But now I am doing Titanium Dragonoid on Bruiser's piece. So that is the Flare Axe and Ham Smashers, or Hammer, yeah, you all know. And then on Dragonoid's piece, I do have Hammerhead. And again, they all close and lock the same way because they're generally the same mold in principle. And I hope everyone understands what I'm saying by that. Like the closing mechanism, like it's all generally the same, like just a different design. So starting off with the Titanium Dragonoid. Quite the spin there. Here's Hammerhead. And here we go, a whack right off the bat, straight from Hammerhead. Spinning, Titanium has landed, kind of knocking back Hammerhead. Really nice, really cool gimmick. Just the fact that you let it rip, per se, is pretty interesting. Geez, Hammerhead's actually got some speed, and there we go. So, for example, it looks like Titanium Dragonoid's going to be in that speed area, and then Hammerhead is going to be in the strength area. So now, last time, I'm going to remove Hammerhead, and to wrap up the video, I'm going to try out that Nelius. Again, thank you all for those of you who have kept watching this long. I know it is a super long video, and I don't normally have videos like this, or at least I try not to, so thank you all very much. Just trying to close Nelius. Here is Nelius on Dragonoid's half. So really cool. And again, proof that you can mix and match your own Bakugan for your own stats however you wish. Now I'm just closing the Titanium Dragonoid. And here we go. Alright, so last brawl of the video. Hopefully it is a good one. Starting off with Dragonoid. And here is Nelius. Really, the minute I put it down, well, wasn't exactly the best battle to have. But again, the Bakugan only works so well. Obviously, if you don't have two people playing the game, putting them down at this same spot is going to be harder. But that does it for this video. Everyone, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I will see you next time in the next review. Hopefully it will be something good. But I'm thinking Diamond Ventry.